So, welcome back to our Black April Fall of Saigon solo, and we're ready to get the next card. And yeah, it's Mekong Offensive. Okay. Oh, interesting event. Okay. And oh. Okay, let's see what will happen. We're first eligible because we have passed. They have taken an operation and special activity. Okay, we had suffered lots of casualties. So yeah, let's see what we'll do with this card. Okay, two things. I'm thinking of taking the event because I'm resource limited. I'm at 9. I forgot to tell you that because the change of control in Kanhua, because of the assault, the NVA victory marker went up. They've got to 9, and I get 3 troops in Kanto. Okay, then 3 troops from a free ship, then 3 assaults. That's actually 3 limited operations. Each of these would cost me 3 resources, so that's okay. Even if it's limited, it's 9 resources value of operations there. That's not something we could ignore. So besides, there's also another thing that this event, as I've seen from the table, is critical for the NVA. So in all probability, if I execute, say, an operation special activity, which was what I'd like to do, I mean, the only way to prevent them from playing the event would be to get an operation only, and without special activity, which is not besides the cost, and also or execute a limited operation, just an operation in one space, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be something like train or Safal. They'll have to pay 3 resources, so I think that's better value for money. I know I've said that it's operations and special activities that ultimately will win you the game, but in this instance, this event offers you operations, maybe not special activities, but it's 3 operations in one. Actually, limited, yes, definitely, but welcome anyway. So yeah, I'm doing this. I'm taking the event because if I don't, they will. So I'm taking the event. So places up to 3 troops in Kanto. Of course, I will. I've got them available. I will do that. I'll place the maximum number of troops. And sorry, I can't see this. Yep, no, it's better. I have placed them here in Kanto, and I'm keeping them separately because they say the 3 troops may free sweep, then free assault. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sweep, and let's check which spaces. Okay, that's 3 into adjustment, control free locks, yeah, and then into adjustment spaces. Yeah, I mean, so this means actually, adjacent spaces. Yeah, well, I would. It's the Mekong offensive. So yeah, this is the Mekong Delta area. So yeah, obviously, would attack these. Sweep. Let me remind you that we use sweep to activate guerrillas. I think I can't get in training, but if I could, I would activate and then free assault, but I would leave the base exposed. Yeah, that would be great to do, but I don't think, because we're at 4, and then Saigon, no other locks. Yeah, I can't move them. It says into adjacent ensured and free locks, then into adjacent spaces. So yeah, I'm quite limited. Yeah, I think that's the purpose of the cards, to keep it in my conquer area. So I think for maximum effect, I could go there. That's better. I could go there, but then during the assault I would just remove one cube, and I would be with two insurgents there. Not sure I want to do this. As if I go there, I mean, I can't remove. I will activate both. I can't remove both of them, but it will be 3 against 1. So yeah, I think that's a better deal than being there than 2 against 3. So yeah, I'm sweeping here with these 3 troops. I'm sweeping, and I'm sweep means that we will activate 1 enemy guerrilla per Arvin cube or ranger. So yes, activate, and then we free assault, and assault it's free. So I remove 1 active enemy, they're both active now, per 2 Arvin troops in jungle. So yeah, I've got 3, so I only get 1. So I'll have to remove troops, then armor, then guerrillas, bases last. But yeah, that isn't happen here. We only get guerrillas, so 1 goes. And the good thing about it is that now we're 3-1, control changes back to us. So let's adjust our victory markers back to where they were. So okay, coin, whereas our coin patrons will go 1 up, and the NVA, it's there, 9, will go 1 down. So yeah, that's I think that was a good use for the event. Plus they can't take the event. So let's see what they're going to do now. So they're second eligible, and yeah, again 2d6 to see what happens. Well, 2d6, even it was a 6, I rolled 2 6s, it's going to be less, yes, because they've got, yeah, haven't thought of this, but I think the event was a good use. 12 is the maximum they can get, and 12, right now they've got what, 12, 14 plus 5, 19, oh, sorry, they've got 0 NV troops and armor, not sorry, missed that. Okay, 2d6 is definitely, if I roll a 2, is less than total NVA troops and armor in Saigon. They got 0, so yeah, I can't go below that 0. So no, this can't happen. It's always going to be higher. So this does have no. Okay, so first eligible chose open special activity. No. First eligible chose op only. No. Otherwise, of course they will go for operation and special activity, and that's what they're going to do. Well, we'll see if they go for operation, just operation, special activity, but yes, yeah, let's move it when it ends. So back to our cards. So let's see the next one. Take some cards. So 2d6 less than available. That's it. Less than available. NVA troops, not armor. The troops are what? For 12, 14. Yeah, we've got 14 troops. Yeah, let me show you. 4, 8, 12, 14 troops. Yeah. So yes, 14 troops. 2d6, even if it's 12, it's always going to be. So 2 plus NVA firepower Saigon with any coin forces. They've got nothing in Saigon, so okay, select. Oh, first we select. Interesting. One special activity, bombard, and then they will attack. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, that's a yes. So, no. Okay, flip. Again, 2d6 available. NVA guerrillas, available guerrillas, they're just 2, so yeah, it's important to roll, because if we get exactly 2, yeah, it's going to be yes. If we get more than 2, yeah, well, they're the odds, but there is 1 in 36, so yeah, it's 8, but we had to check because we could roll 2 aces, and then it would be 2, so no. So next conditional, the trail is 0 to 3, no, it's 4, or, okay, rally would get a base in or adjacent to Saigon. Yes, rally would. I think yes, that's pretty feasible, because rally. Let me remind you that rally only requires 2 to replace 2 guerrillas with a base, okay, but they need to leave 1 to protect the base, so yeah, they'll never do that where there are only 2 guerrillas. So yes, that really is no, it's not. Or rally would get a base in, can get in, or adjacent to Saigon, and yes, rally would get a base. Yeah, I should have attacked there, I suppose. Yeah, okay. Rally would get a base here, which is, as you can see, adjacent to Saigon. So, yes, they will do that. They will do that. So, let's not waste time. Okay, so they will rally, and as always, they will place 1 armor in North Vietnam. We'll start with this, the easy part, let's say. So, yeah, let's start with this. There's the forces. Okay, so we get 1 armor. Vietnam, it has already been placed. So, yes, no roll, because it says so. Never say so. Yeah, okay. And they mark it as, with a black number on a white, well, in a clear background. These white numbers on a black background means that you've got to roll. So, second, place bases where 3 plus guerrillas, and of course we need to identify these places. Let me show you quickly. Okay, we've got 1 place here, and no other places with 3 plus guerrillas. You can see that there are just 2 or 1 guerrillas in every space. So yeah. Okay, so this is the space that this will happen. We'll place a base. So the point is, they've got no bases left. So where will we get the base? And the instructions what for? As you know, in these games, the player can get pieces from anywhere in the map and redistributed. Sorry. But the bots have special rules for this, and I'll show you what that means. So if you here's the rule, because that would be a mismanagement of the resources if they were not tracked on this. It says, if no NVA bases are available, remove one base from outside South Vietnam if Raleigh would place a base in or adjacent, which is the case, to Saigon. So yes, we get a base from, because we got, you say, we've got bases here and here. I mean, Cambodian, between Cambodia and Laos, we've got 5 bases spread around, see, this area. There are 5 bases, but Saigon takes priority. So yeah, that's about the instruction. So we would get this or this, but which one? I think we should consult the station priorities. Yeah, I think so. Place. It says here remove or replace. I think that's the one we use, the replace. Of course, Saigon. No, oh, wait. And city or province with it. No, I don't think that's replace. Is for well, I think it will be a random choice, but just let me check to be absolutely certain that this is the case. Okay, this is the only exception when you where they can redistribute, take a piece from one area and move it to another one. This is the only exception when we place a base in or adjacent Saigon, and frankly I can't find any other preference. So it's Laos, Cambodia, that's what we're instructed to do. So I think we'll how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. We have to randomize that. So yeah, that's a D10 actually. Yeah, okay, let me get a D10 then. Always a good idea to keep a D10 around for, you know, marking things or yeah, roles like this. So okay, from top to bottom. Okay, yeah, that's well, it's somewhat better. Okay, from top and to bottom, let's go increasing numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and see from where we will get to the base. So and 8. So 8 is fishhook. We'll get the base from the fishhook. No control change, and we'll replace 2 gorillas with a base. Control remains, of course. Sorry. Control remains, of course. So yeah, we have carried out the first instruction. So place base for 3+, sorry, gorillas. We have done this. So we roll the activation. The activation, oh, March, no, it's not March, is for Raleigh, this instruction, yeah. March via Laos, Cambodia, when trail is 4, yeah, adjustments and stuff, that's 1. But we roll against the normal, which is a 2. So we need 3 or more to select another space for the next instruction. And yeah, that's a 6, so that will continue rolling. Next one would be no other space, that was one space. And then select spaces. We'll place more gorillas. Select spaces using place gorillas. So yeah, and let me remind you that we're looking for provinces or cities without support, not any. So space selection, place gorillas. Saigon, no, Saigon is active support. Saigon is active support. Next bullet, Saigon is not NVA controlled to population adjacent to Saigon. So we've got adjacent to Saigon, we've got, okay, we can do that here, we have already acted. We've got this one, Pavistinin, and of course, Kenhoa and Bien, again, Kenhoa, Vinbin, sorry if any Vietnamese are, watching us, please, sorry, can't. Okay, this, however, is support, and we can't rally in support. So yes, the second place where we will act is there. So because it's a two population space adjacent to Saigon, and when we rally, we place, there is a base there, so up to the trail value plus NVA bases. If at NVA base there is a base there, the trail is 4, and yeah, they can get 5 gorillas there, but only 4 are available, so I think they'll execute to the maximum extent possible, as is the golden rules. I think it's in the golden rules. Yeah, well, get place most imperfections, be the extended imperfection may merge, skip placing friendly pieces, one at a time before any destination space. Okay. Operation special activity to the maximum extent, always executed selective to the maximum extent allowed given the state of the board, available pieces, and activation the number die roll. So yeah, that's what they're going to do. They have placed all of the gorillas they can in chain in. So yes, now we roll again. I don't think that has any meaning, because we don't have any other gorillas available, but yeah, just roll. That's a 4. They would continue with another space to place gorillas, just for the sake of it. Yeah, they would go okay, 2 pop, yeah, sorry, 2 population adjacent to Saigon, that was that, and then it would go to adjacent to non-NVA controlled. I mean, there are spaces with support adjacent to non-NVA control, like this one, let's say, so adjacent to that one, or even this, but I don't know if that counts. Well, there are plenty of these spaces, but no gorillas available. And with this exception, the NP faction will never move any other pieces. So looking, okay. So yeah, that's all. They can't do any other. They have already acted in 2 spaces. Yeah, so yeah, let's. So that's not That's definitely not. Let's mark them just to keep memorandum, because that's important. Because if they can't get a special activity and it was only one place, then it would be a limited op. So it would be a little bit different. Right now they have executed op only there. They have executed op only, so they will keep. I think we will keep our. No, they can't execute an op only. It's going to be special activity. Yeah, but if I think they can do that, because no special activity can be performed in this case. Well, I'm not sure, but anyway, the same for the legibility purposes, it's the same thing, but it's not definitely a limited operation. So let's continue. The next instruction is improve the trail. The trail is already at 4, so we don't improve it. So select one special activity, and the only special activity that can do: infiltrate to place troops at NVA bases, leaving 2 guerrillas, then place armor in selected spaces. Oops. Yeah, this is not going to go well. So they infiltrate. Okay, they're getting more troops. Ooh, yeah. Okay, infiltrate. At the company's rally, of course, 1 or 2 spaces with NVA base. If base, place NVA troops up to 3 plus bases, and if desired, okay. Then if trail in one selected space, if trail 4 at both selected spaces, yeah. Okay. Even 2 guerrillas, yeah. So they will go. They'll always replace. So there are many places where that could happen. I mean, doesn't say anything. Spaces not selected for rally. So yeah, it's maximum 2 spaces. Well, we can do that because can we? Yeah. Oh, yes, I think we can. Yes, because we will not replace, but we will just not replace guerrilla. So yes, let's see the priorities. Okay. Yes, that's what we think it is. 9 bases here, so there are 9 potential spaces where we could infiltrate, and yes, that's the instructions. And we will use the place troops column to select spaces with an NV base. So among these spaces, we will select the spaces with place. So there are 9 spaces. Yeah, I'll see all of them. Yeah, we'll go. Okay, first, place troops. First one, Saigon. No, Saigon doesn't have a base, so we'll move to the next one. Saigon is not NVA controlled, so 2 population adjacent to Saigon. So yeah, there are 2 possibilities: Tainin and Tianfeng. These 2 have 2 population. They're adjacent to Saigon. So yeah, we've got 2, and we continue. City or province, and then in the city or province with most NVA guerrillas. Yes. So the first space where infiltrate will happen is Tainin, and yeah, this is okay. Let's mark it here. It doesn't say anything about space where we have not rallied. Doesn't say anything. Select spaces. Yeah, doesn't say anything about you can do this. And just let me check again. Filtrate, rally, NVA bases. No, doesn't say we can select the spaces we rallied for that. So yeah, we place troops. First we place troops. Maximum NVA base trail value is it's 5. We get 5 troops there. So let's get them. Okay, this has the potential of getting ugly. So now we replace guerrillas with troops, leaving 2, leave these 2, and they've got 3, so we will replace them with 3 troops. So out go the 3 guerrillas, and yeah, let's place them here, and in go the troops. I think next thing will happen. From Taining, they'll march into Saigon. Yeah, things are not going to be easy. They've got 8 troops there, and maybe they will get armor too. Then, okay, 10V base. Then, okay, we select the second space, and yeah, I think 2 population. Then again, if we take the priorities again to seek a second space, no activation needed, it's special activity. So city or province with the most 2 population adjacent to Saigon, yes, and there is again this one which is just Saigon. So we'll get 5 troops there, but we will not replace any guerrillas, because we've got to keep at least 2. Well, we've got 1. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 troops here, trail plus bases, that is, and yes, we have done it's and maximum it's 2 spaces, so yeah, we don't select another space, that's all. And then since the trail is at 4, we will use the place. We can place armor in selected spaces. I mean, it's not on the card, but you check the rules. You see, sorry, place troops. Then, if the trail is 4, place NVA armor in its selected space. So yes, they've got troops and armor, and yes, as you can see, they've now got enough firepower, attaining, and Kenfong, of course, they can participate, but attaining alone with 8 troops, and yeah, it's enough, I think, to wrestle Saigon control out of our hands. So yeah, but however, this is, and the place drops stop, thankfully. So that's it. So they have conducted actually their operation and special activity. So yes, that's the end of this card, Mekong Offensive. It goes to these cards, and then let's see the eligibility now, because you can see they were second eligible, and they're in a space where eligibility changes, but I don't think that means that the first eligible becomes second eligible. So yeah, but it's always good, at least when we play for the first time, to confirm with the rules. And it says in the rules, if the first eligible, that was us, sorry, come on, did anything else, for example, limited operation, event, or pass, we remain first eligible. So yeah, it doesn't matter where they end up, it's the first eligible. So we remain first eligible, that's good. Acting on the next card, and yeah, they haven't been instructed yet to use a limited op, so this card remains. And yeah, I mean, let me remove those, and we're ready to draw the next card.